This is a story of a young woman in our and into the future, which is around 100 years from now. She was seeking out happiness, she was seeking out happiness in her life. But she understood that 100 years into the future, as we see today, that woman was seeking out happiness in the true sense. Her sense of happiness 100 years into the future was being constructive, being with the creative energies, bringing meaning to her life, bringing meaning to her soul, bringing meaning to the eternal force of creation for which she was born. She understood that her life, which is 100 years into the future from the time you're living now, is one with the eternal force of the universe. She knew in detail and clarity that her soul was one with the energies of all life, with the energy which sustains all life. She was one with the eternal force of all energies. And she also had all kinds of advanced systems within her to function, which included the supercomputers, which was embedded within a chip. She had all the knowledge with the ChatGPT or the deep learning systems gives you today in this world, but in much more advanced forms, hundreds and thousands of times in terms of getting clarity of information. And with that kind of ability of the mind, and with that kind of ability of knowledge, she knew that her internal systems, her mind, her vision, her thoughts was one with the force of the universe. She knew that what she thought into her future and for the future of her children was one with the constructive energies of the universe. That should be the knowledge that we have today. We should have that kind of knowledge today. What I mean is that happiness is being sold as a commodity. You go to this kind of dance function and then maybe dance for 30 minutes, you gain happiness. You go behind certain women or men or certain pleasures, you gain happiness. That is a kind of commodity which is being sold today. You run behind money and go around the pleasures of money, you get happiness. That's the kind of situation which people are in, That's the kind of understanding which people are in. And lots of crime, all kinds of negative attitude, negative incidents happen because people are conditioned to run behind happiness. And that kind of running behind happiness to negate the happiness of others. It is like trying to take the happiness of others and use it for yourself, to make yourself happy. That is the absolute fallacy which we have been taught, which has come into our evolution of mind and which has got into the basic core of our subconscious. We should understand that happiness is just a chemical in our mind. It's just a chemical within the hypothalamus of the mind. And that kind of happiness is not what we long for. The true happiness is being one with the energies of the universe, which the girl, child, seeking true happiness 100 years into the future knew. And that kind of happiness which makes you one with the energies of the universe, it sustains your life, makes all of the incidents in your life, be it good, bad, any kind of mood swings, any kind of situation in your life, makes it for the good of you into the future, for the good of the future children of the world. That kind of being, state of mind, is the true contentment within your soul, that your soul is one with the energies of the universe which sustain our life. And that is what you should call happiness. The true state of being and being contented that you're working with the energies of the universe. You've transcended your cravings of your body itself, and made a meaning of the last year of your life, because your life was bringing meaning to the future of the future children of our world. Let's replenish our earth. What are the major hurdles that one faces in life which makes one think about what needs to be done next in life? Sometimes in life you go through different situations where you meet a big obstacle or problem, and then you need to decide as to what needs to be done in your life. Sometimes that major obstacle might be for your good, or you can turn it to your bad also, but the end game is that you're one with the energies of the universe. If you're with the energies of the universe which sustains your life, the biggest hurdles also will turn out to be a blessing in your life. So if you're within your bodily spirit and within the energy of your bodily cravings and of your flesh alone, any kind of hurdle in your life will turn to be the downfall, the greatest downfall also, And so the greatest difference that one can make in one's life is to go ahead with life and don't try to be happy. We tell people not to be happy, and I'm going to say people, don't try to be happy in life, because happiness is a very fickle word. It's a very fickle word because it is just about a chemical within the brain which makes you happy. People are running behind happiness, all kinds of advertisements, all kinds of knowledge is being delivered in terms of people being happy for the rest of their lives. No one in the world can be happy for the rest of life. If you're going to do the best of things which you enjoy, you are happy for some time, but after some point of time, there's no happiness in what you're going to do. You might run after love, you might run after women, it might be happiness for you. You might run after money, it might be happiness to you. You might do the most pleasurable things in life, it might be happy to you. But it's all within a time limit. The more you run behind it and more you experience it, your body kinds of doesn't want much more of it, It's like eating the same food again and again. You taste the best kind of dish once, you love it. The second time you might love it, but if you're going to eat it the same day, same time, every day, you will not like it. Now this is not a direct comparison, but that is the term of happiness, And happiness today is also being coined by a phrase by which people are trying to ape for one another, Something which makes one happy is not because that object, term, condition, situation, person makes them really, truly happy by bringing meaning to their life, to bringing true quality of life, but because someone else is doing it, and the society and the media and everything that they get into their minds project that what someone has is happiness, and forgetting about oneself, it's about forgetting about one's qualities. People are running behind that which they do not have, and every kind of status symbol which people have, which someone else has, becomes the objective of happiness. Let's understand that happiness is a fickle word, and it's a very temporary word. More meaning to your life is to bring contentment within your soul by knowing that you are not just working for the purpose of your body alone, purpose of your flesh alone. The last day of your life will turn absolutely meaningless and will turn dust with the earth because you're running behind your flesh alone. The greater purpose of your life is to work for the future of all of the energies around us, the little children of the world today, and the smallest children of the world, and the unborn children, and the child of the world of tomorrow. Once you work for the energies which sustain all life, the oxygen, the water, the rains, the trees, the mountains, the rivers, and as I said before, you're working with the energies which brings blessings to your life here on earth also. Your life is being blessed eternally by the wisdom of the divine, by the wisdom of the divine force which sustains all energies of life on our earth. The problem today is humans have lost their ability to a large extent to understand the quality of their existence. The quality of their existence is being one with the energies of the gift of the godly force to humanity, which is the force of creative thinking, which makes us different from all species, as I mentioned before. And once we respect that wisdom of the Almighty, which is given in very minute quantities to us humans, then we are moving into the realm of goodness, abundance, goodness within our world. The bodily cravings of our bodily wants alone, which makes us one with all other species and animals in the world, we transcend that being and into the greater purpose within the spiritual realm, within the godly sense, within the godly wisdom. And with that wisdom, our life turns immortal. We have a meaning in the yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Anything into the future that we do, our businesses are, ideas are, thinking will be for the good of humanity into the future. And when we say that's for the good, it does not mean that we're doing everything good. We also negate the negative forces which will affect the children of tomorrow. We will counter the negative forces. We will work against those negative forces which will affect the very essence of your child life into the future, the very essence of your children's children into the future. You will help those children who are unborn of your children to prosper into the future by working with the energy of the earth which sustain all life. Let's replenish our earth.